Hii ndio story ya kwanza ya President Ruto. Well, good afternoon. My name is Joseph Kamau. Welcome to Younib TV News at 1. On to our first story. President William Ruto has flagged off the first group of 400 police officers to Haiti. Ruto said Kenya has solid credentials in peacemaking and conflict resolution globally. The president added that the presence of Kenya's police officers in Haiti will give relief to the men, women, and children whose lives have been broken by gang violence. He said that the country will work with the international community to bring lasting stability to the country of Haiti.
I am delighted to join you today at this historic moment as you depart to Haiti as the first Kenyan police contingent of the multinational security support mission. This is a significant milestone in our pursuit of sustainable peace and security, which are the foundations of freedom, democracy, and prosperity at home, in our region, and around the world, including in Haiti. As a nation, our commitment to fundamental values knows no borders, and we are called upon to extend the reach of peace as part of our moral, Pan-African, multilateral, and humanitarian obligation as a people and as a nation. This mission is one of the most urgent, important, and historic in the history of global solidarity. It is a mission to affirm the universal values of community of nations and a mission to take a stand for humanity.
Now, the Inter-Religious Council of Kenya, IRCK, calling the Financial Bill 2024 a harsh one. They have joined Kenyans in rejecting it and calling for its immediate withdrawal. The council has also accused the police of employing excessive force on peaceful protesters and urged the Independent Policing Oversight Authority, IPOA, to look into the deaths of 2 protesters opposing the financial bill as soon as possible. Here is the report.
Inter-Religious Council of Kenya therefore rejects the Financial Bill 2024 and demands its withdrawal and so that it can eliminate all those punitive tax measures proposed in it. This is not a push by the youth alone. Over 85% of Kenyans stand in solidarity with the youth, and we firmly call for the withdrawal of the Finance Bill 2024. And in solidarity with the youth that have engaged in peaceful demonstrations, and we commend them for that. The Finance Bill 2024 is a Kenyan agenda, and we support them fully. The ongoing constitutional guaranteed public demonstration against the punitive taxes proposed in the Financial Bill 2024 are an eyesore because police officers are using excessive force, which has sadly led to the death of 2 young Kenyans. We condole with the families of the 2 who have lost their lives and ask Independent Police Oversight Authority to conduct speedy investigation to give the families closure.
According to the National Treasury, which is now actively monitoring youth issues, efforts are being made to develop a fiscal policy that will benefit Kenyans. At the Strategic Plan Privatization Plan's announcement, Treasury PS Chris Kipto stated that the government had only raised taxes by roughly 346 billion shillings, which they claimed was a negligible difference that Kenyans could achieve if they followed closely.
They are raising important issues for our nation. And we at National Treasury, are listening. And we are listening with the view of making sure that we take on board a number of those issues being said. Unfortunately, for a long time, we have not been able to run a balanced budget. Our revenues have always fallen short of our expenditures, resulting in in need to borrow. And at the moment, we have borrowed to the extent that now we are talking about over 10 trillion debt, constituting about 67% of GDP. We are now focusing on fiscal consolidation. And fiscal consolidation means we try and, as much as possible, balance the budget. This year we have gone to a 3.3 trillion, 3.3% of GDP.
I think where we are doing very badly has been around the investments front. To date, the government of Kenya has put in investments which we are approximating from the returns that we have from all our state corporations to about 3.4 trillion Kenya shillings in terms of the asset base. And from those investments, we hardly get 0.1% of a return.
Critics of the Finance Bill 2024 are being led by retired Chief Justice William Mutunga to present a petition to the DCI headquarters on Kiambu Road. Anifa Hadan, the Executive Director of Haki Africa, Boniface Mwangi and Hussein Khalid are among the other anti-finance bill campaigners on the squad. Mazingira House is now surrounded by more police who are preventing people from entering the building 200 meters from the gates.
We can't go home because these guys want to kill us. We can't go home. I want to go home to my family. If I've broken any law, arrest me. But don't abduct me. Don't chase us all over Nairobi at night trying to abduct us. What have we done wrong? Have we broken any law? We haven't broken any law. So why do they want to abduct us?
Have you read Article 238 of the Constitution? Has any of you read that? Because if you have, abductions are unconstitutional.
Yale wanayoyafanya ni kujaribu kushika watu, kuwatisha kama wale wengine ambao wameachiliwa. Na sisi tunasema kuna mwenzetu Shadrack hadi hivi sasa hajaachiliwa. Tunataka aachiliwe haraka iwezekanavyo kwa sababu kila mtu ana haki ya kuandamana. Hiyo ni haki ya katiba. Kwa hivyo hatufai kutishiwa.
Why is the government so aggressive? Why is the government abducting people because they're protesting? Why? I do not understand it. But honestly, we are not going to sit by and let this happen. We are demanding for Shad to be released. If the DCI is saying that they don't have him, the DCI should find him.
If people demonstrate under that 7, the police are the ones who are supposed to protect them. Not to tear gas them or use water cannons or live bullets. You know, all of us, if we don't breathe life in this constitution, okay, if we don't, then you'll be damned. That is my message.
Now we are going to take a short break. We will be back with more news updates.
Je, wewe ni mfanyabiashara katika sekta ya elimu, afya bora, usafiri ama unamiliki kampuni yoyote ile? Ungependa kupata fursa ya kutangaza biashara yako ili kuwafikia wateja zaidi? Usikonde. Runinga ya Younib inakupa fursa ya kupeperusha matangazo kuhusu bidhaa na huduma unazotoa kwa bei nafuu. Kwa maelezo zaidi, wasiliana nasi kupitia nambari za simu 0750 344 700 ama kupitia barua pepe marketing@younibtv.com. Jinyakulie leo. Younib TV, ever the best.
Welcome back. Now, the Machakos County Administration has fired 121 officials in total for allegedly using phony KCSE and KCPE certifications to get jobs. The discovery was verified by the leadership of the Machakos County Public Service Board following an examination of the county's personnel files.
In February 2024, we requested Kenya National Examinations Council to authenticate 5,018 staff members. Upon verification, 121 copies of certificates were found not to be genuine. I direct the Chief Officer, Public Service, to, within 2 days, initiate the process of exiting these cases, these persons from the public service, and institute recovery of any and all earnings by these persons as provided in law. It has been reported that officers in various stations are derailing, indeed sabotaging, revenue collection by various acts of omission or commission. Some of these activities include issuing fake documents such as permits, receipts, and stickers. Cash collections instead of depositing money into official pay bills. Colluding to deliberately undercharge payments. Collusions to evade payment altogether.
Now, yesterday, critics of the finance bill demonstrated in Lamu County streets to express their disdain of the controversial tax bill. Protesters in Lamu sang songs critical of the finance bill while holding placards in the streets. The finance bill, which was approved by 204 MPs, while 115 MPs opposed it during its second reading.
Tumekuja hapa leo kwa sababu tunataka kujua amekuwa very vocal in other policies. Kwa nini kwa hili jambo la reject finance bill amenyamaza?
Mimi naomba kesho inshallah Mungu akuja leo hai na uzima ujitokeze tujue uko pamoja na wananchi au uko pamoja na rais.
Kwa ufupi tuateseka tayari hivyo tulivyo tuateseka tena tuambiwa sijui tupige kura financial bill. Hawa bunge wetu tuliowachagua nao hao ndio tumewaamini wakifika kule watutetee. Hawa wakifika kule hata wanazidi kutuua kabisa watumalize.
Ulikuja chini ukalia, ukatupamba na maneno mazuri mazuri, ukasema vijana watainuka, mama mboga watainuka, maboda boda watainuka. Sisi ni mahasila.
Sisi hatuko tayari na huo mswada kwa sababu sisi saizi tunateseka, watoto wako shule wanahitaji school fees. Kuna maboda boda na ni watoto wadogo wanahitaji pesa hakuna.
At the meeting,
sisi tunataka kujihusisha na viongozi ambao wanatetea raia. Hatutaki viongozi ambao wanakaa kwa maofisi na maboardroom.
We are not opposing this bill to please anyone. We are not opposing this bill just to record on TikTok. We are not opposing this bill to be seen on televisions and social media platforms. We are opposing this bill so that all Kenyans can have at least a standard of living which they...
Now, Kenyans in the diaspora are set to join in hands on Tuesday with those back home to reject the controversial Finance Bill 2024 in a bid to show their patriotism and support for fellow Kenyans back at home. Kenyans in various cities in the UK have organized protests scheduled for June 25th 2024, which will coincide with when MPs will be voting on the finance bill and mark day 5 of the 7 days of range.
I'm so pissed about this finance bill is, yes, they have removed the taxation on the bread, right? But we already know that inside the bill they have sneaked so many things, including 16% of tax increase on remittances. Here in diaspora, most of us send money back home to support because of poor leadership and governance.
Future ya Wakenya, sisi wadogo, iko at risk. Kwa sababu wale tumewaweka pale, wale waliwapigia kura, wameenda pale, zile vitu walikuwa nasema kwa campaign trail, wamegeuka yote.
A very first demonstration hapa kwa Kenya Embassy ilikuwa na mimi. Tulianzia hapa 1990 after Sabasaba, watu wakipigwa wakiuawa. After they were killed, we said no, we cannot stand here as people in diaspora, tunyamaze. Tukaja hapa tukafanya demonstration.
Now we have come to the end of the news bulletin here at Younib TV News at 1. My name is Joseph Kamau. Remember, rejection is another way of the universe saying there is a better way. Till next time, bye-bye.